Okay, are we live now? We are? Okay.
Yep.
We didn't do our countdown
I
thing.
know we didn't.
Okay, are you going to do it late? We're not are we connected to everything we should be?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, are we done?
Welcome back.
Hi. That was just so Mocha could play with the button, that's all.
Yes. We have to have our intro.
Okay, we're doing our live from the car after the meeting. We did a live meeting at Panera in Greer. I thought it was more Taylor's, but it's actually like Greer, like serious Greer. And so we're doing it in the car. So we were trying to get all ready and stuff.
Hi, Jaquan. Hi.
Hi, everybody.
This is going to be kind of like our older lives. So if y'all have been with us for a minute, y'all are no strangers to the car lives.
The car lives, right, exactly. Now, to let you know who we are the Rainbow Support Group. We're an LGBT support group based out of Spartanburg, South Carolina. We do travel in the upstate, though, and we are international, so we're kind of everywhere. You can find us at www.rainbowsupportgroupsc.org. And I can't read.
Hey, I know.
It's far away.
Far away.
And we've got 3 avenues on Facebook for you to reach out to us if you need to. Now, remember, we are not trained therapists, lawyers, doctors, nothing. We're just good people that want to help people thrive and survive in the LGBT. So we have a support group to where we support you in whatever you're doing to better your lives or whatever. So that's what we do. And I'm Kim Williams, and that's Princess Mocha.
Yep. And if you are joining us for the first time, welcome. If you're joining us from previous videos, welcome back. Today is, well, I've heard it was Women's Month, but today
Weirdness, what?
Wednesday.
Okay, whatever. I had a hard time with that today, going, what? We get a month? Why do we get a month?
I know,
But we've been doing women's stuff since the 60s. Okay, so I don't know who decided that this month was for women. I don't know what that is. And then I ask, is there a man's month? No. Well, then women don't need a month either. Okay, that's ridiculous. If you want to celebrate being a woman, welcome to Women's Lib. We've been doing it since the 60s. Rock on to you. However, I really don't think you deserve a month because you're a girl. But that's me.
Says, hey, from Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Welcome.
Exactly.
I hope everyone's had a good month of March so far. I can't believe we're already in March.
Right, and it's raining. And by the way, the other day it was 80, and then this weekend it's supposed to be 30. Welcome to South Carolina, where we don't know. We've got bipolar weather.
Now we're down to 23.
23 from 81. So everybody will be sick. That's fine. That's fine. Great, wonderful. Wonderful.
But the word of the month. Let's we'll start with that, and then we'll get into flow.
Flow.
Yep. And not, like I said in the newsletter, not the mean progressive lady flow.
No.
Flow is what we're going to work on. It could be for good and the bad. We'll touch on that in a little bit. But do you want to talk about the event first and how reflection? How did it go? How did hiking go? I was unable to go to hiking.
Hiking was awesome, and Zachary went with me, and he helped me to walk, and everybody kind of hung with me, and I was very proud that I had walked as far as I did. It's been a long time since I dislocated my hip, so we did really great. And, of course, Shelter 3 and Paris Mountain State Park, absolutely rock on, wonderful. Our next event is coming up, I want to say the 20th, and we're going bowling. It'll be $9 a person. That'll pay for 2 games and your shoes. If you want something to eat or whatever, they've got stuff there you can buy. If you bring your money, you can do that. We always have a really good time. I put it on the website. You just click the RSG events, and it'll tell you everything having to do with the event. And then, of course, I've got flyers coming out soon. I've posted them, so they'll be out as well. So there's that. And then I'm offering a WebEx for those people that didn't get to come to the live meeting, but they want a confidential meeting like that. We can do a WebEx again. So if nobody contacts me, that's fine, but I did put invites out there for those that wanted it. And if you want an invite to the meeting and have not yet received one, give me an email and let me know, and then I'll send an invite to you as well so that you can get the link to come into on Monday. It'll be Monday.
Justin says it's a man's year. Yes,
Okay. Okay, the men can have the whole year, I guess. Whatever.
Women only get a month.
Okay, whatever. That would be normal, right? Okay, whatever.
DoorDash wants you to DoorDash.
I know DoorDash is flashing on my phone. We're busy as hell because it's raining. Yes, I know, but it's Tuesday, and I have to do the rainbow today, so we're not working today. But I did get the oil changed in the car, and I did do the things I was supposed to do. But anyway. So how are you?
That is a loaded question. But
during tax season,
as we've said with other laws, when people ask you how you're doing, we want you to be truthful. You know, you don't have to lay it out on the table. So your question is, how am I doing? I am stressed. Stress is a good word.
Mine's tired.
Tax season. I am tired.
Mine's just tired. My day, all day today, everywhere I went. When I went to go change oil, the guy's like, "You look really tired." I'm like, "I'm so tired." I woke up tired. I went to bed tired, woke up tired, and I have remained tired all day. Somebody's like, "Well, it's the weather." I'm like, "No, I was tired when it was nice earlier today." Okay, it didn't start raining until later. So I'm just tired. So I hope you
makes it worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are cuddle up with a blanket.
Exactly. And that is not the day. I have been busy since this morning until now. I'm exhausted today. So I hope you guys are dealing with the stress and the stuff going on. I know that a lot of people have been on my phone with stress and depression and shit like that. Make sure you're staying active as much as you can. Like I had a therapist say, you know, when you're depressed, it takes 300 times more energy to do anything. So don't think that, I just can't get there, I do that. It's okay because it makes sense. Because everything's harder. Very harder. I can't read all that. There's no way. My eyes can't read and I'm exhausted. So I'm going to let Mocha read. And then we'll see.
Okay. Since I had 2 special visits this early morning, both of my little boyfriends came to see me. They were both special, and they were dropped by to see me before their work day. I feel really special. See, that's always good, especially because now everything is trying to be like virtual, right. And like we're trying to bring back with our in-person meetings. It's important to have connections with people in person.
It is.
Like all of 2020, we pretty much stayed in the house.
Yeah.
And then 2021 came around and we started to go back out, and then we realized how much we missed. And I saw a quote the other day. I can't remember what celebrity said it, but they said to be careful with staying alone because you'll like it and you'll get used to it.
Right.
And that.
Right. That hit a button too.
Yeah.
I mean, like I get that, right? And I get that. Like I stay to myself a lot, and I work, but I'm basically by myself. And somebody was at my house, and they were very loud, and it really freaked me out. And remember, I used to promote at clubs, so I was at clubs all the time. So loud music was no big deal. We liked loud music at the house, in the car, and whatever. And then the other day, I'm like, oh, why are you so loud? Don't be so loud. Don't be so loud. I can't handle it anymore. Now the world is different. And tonight was fun because I got to go out to eat to a restaurant, and it was kind of weird for me. You know, that I don't usually do that. I deliver people's food for DoorDash, and I go to Dollar General and get what I need for me, but I don't actually go out to eat. So when we went out to eat, it was kind of cool. How weird, right?
But it's weird how fast we got used to being alone.
Right, talking to ourselves, talking to the cat.
And it kind of brings into, I'm sure a lot of you, especially because we're on Facebook, have seen the whole new Meta, or metaverse. And it's this thing of virtual reality where you go and you can interact with people virtually.
It's like that second world.
There's several movies like it, and people got used to that life instead of the real one.
I know, and that's kind of scary, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of scary, though, because you want to stay in where it's real. And like what I've been warning people of is social skills. Like, I normally have a hard time looking people in the eye, and I don't know why I've always done that. Now I'm extreme. Like, I can have a whole conversation with somebody and never look at their face. And I'm like, Kim, you've got to do that. You've got to look at people. So tonight I worked real hard on making sure I was giving eye contact, that I didn't look bored. Because remember, we are also learning behaviors that we don't actually are watching these people. So we might be doing our nails while we're listening or reading a book or writing something down. Okay, well, we wouldn't do that when we're in front of somebody. That would be rude. Okay, well, we're all actually learning these behaviors. So I wonder what it's going to look like in a year or two. Like, are we going to be total animals and rude to each other all the time? I think so, maybe.
The movie reminds me of that movie, that Disney or Pixar. It was WALL-E, and he was a robot in the future, and all the humans were overweight in these chairs that moved themselves, and everything was on a screen in front of them, and they never took their eyes off the screen. If they wanted food, they pressed the button and it was ordered. If they wanted to go here, the chair.
That's where we're going.
Yeah.
That's where we're going. This AI stuff, absolutely.
Hey, Dre.
Hi, Dre.
If it's really Dre.
It is. I tested him. I said, "Is this you?" And he said, "Yes." And I said, what city did we meet in? And he told me, and he said, "At these apartments." I'm like, "Okay, it's you."
Okay, good.
Then I know it's you.
Be careful, y'all, because hacking is real.
And it is. And if you watch these things that I watch, there's people in other countries that actually do that shit for a living. Like, they're paid to sit there and figure out how they can hack into people's Facebook. I mean, like, legit shit. I'm like, really? That's a job? Oh. And you really don't want to be in my Facebook. How boring would it be? I mean, unless you're an activist. Other than that, you're not going to want in mine.
I wonder if it's just still personal identification. Like, what benefits would you have to hacking into someone's Facebook?
I don't know. Isn't that weird, right? Or it could have been routed through New York, Dre. This shit isn't what we see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is way more complicated than what we see, which is why the financial market did what it did. They're doing things beyond the scope of what we can even imagine. Okay, that's why we're getting caught in this stuff, because we don't understand. And they know that, because they're wicked smart people.
My hacker was in New York. What is Game Seer, Dustin?
Probably that second world thing.
Yeah, that's crazy, though. Metaverse is with Facebook, and I imagine, like, now they're even adapting to where you can make money on that, like Meta. Like, you can make money within the Metaverse.
Right.
Which is really going to further people staying at home.
Which is terrible. So they want us
money
connected to the computer. They want you to stare at the computer all day. So we're feeding into that with Rainbow, because we've got them watching it.
Wasn't it like Ready Player 2 or something like that was also a movie. Ready Player 1, maybe? And yeah, the connection were lost. People can't really communicate, because when you're texting, and I tried to talk to one of my customers about it the other day, if I send a text message to Kim and Dustin and Dre and everyone else watching it, I could say the same words message, and
but
all of it be interpreted at different ways.
Right, because you can't hear inflection. And I saw a study the other day. Did you know that 60 to 80% of all language is body language? Before language. Like, before you open your mouth. Opening your mouth and saying anything is only 30% of what the people around us pick up on us. Like, we're picking up on body language way more than words. Way more than words. But what if all we have is words and you take away all the body language? Now there's a big chance we're not going to be understanding what we're actually saying. And I always tell people, if you have something very important to say, don't text it.
Right.
Don't text it. If it's super important, like your job or something like that, or you're breaking up with somebody, first of all, don't do it on text message. That's rude. But you need to do those things with voice.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And don't use all caps because you are yelling.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm not yelling. I'm like, yeah, you are. It's all caps. That's yelling. That means you just yelled at me. Okay, so don't yell. Don't yell. But you got to be careful. And I think that language is going to suffer. And like today, our thing, the meeting, the topic ended up being communication kind of with close family members that start itchy topics, religion, politics, transness, stuff like that. If y'all aren't on the same page, instead of just shutting down or having a huge fight or walking away altogether, okay, what we talked about was keeping the doors open of saying, let's not discuss politics and religion, or let's not discuss that right now. That way you're still keeping the relationship going, but those topics have been removed. Now, it might take a while to get your mom or your grandmom or your dad to not talk about it, okay? The example was, so when are you going to go to church? Okay, at that point, that person is going to continue saying that because they believe in it, and we're in the South, and that's the way it is. So you need to say, no politics or religion. We talked about that. We were going to make the rule.
And state that you're not comfortable talking about it.
Right, I'm not comfortable talking.
That'll be the next question. Why?
I'm not comfortable talking about it. You have your opinion, I have mine. You are equally valid in your opinion as I am equally valid in mine. So let's just not talk about it. That's fine. We don't have to talk about everything. We don't. And remember, my whole rule of forever is lack of stress. I want no stress. So if any conversation's going to happen, it's going to cause beef, I don't want to have it. I'm over it already, okay? Then I don't want to go there. Then it's something we can't talk about right now unless we can communicate openly and listen to each other's perspective. Then we can talk about it. But until then, no. And you don't have to feel guilty for that. Like, nobody can force you to talk about something. And like Zachary posted something about, you can't force me to talk to you. I'm like, no, they can't. And for anybody who thinks they can, that's crazy. I don't have to talk to you. If I choose to talk to you, then I will. Or nobody can force you to do anything unless you allow them to.
Goes with us saying to put your mental health first, your physical health first, and that goes along with it.
Mm-hmm.
You at least start to realize when these topics get brought up, if you want to go down that path or not go down.
Right.
So when it gets brought up, set your boundaries right then and there.
Otherwise, you're going to feel helpless. You're going to feel like, oh, my God, we're in a situation, and I don't want to talk about this. And now you're going to make me mad, and I just came over to check on you, and here you are doing this stuff. And see, it all went negative. Okay, you have to keep control of the situation. I don't want to talk about that. And if you're going to keep doing it, then I'm going to have to go. But I don't want to go. I want to stay and visit with you. But we can't discuss politics and religion because it's making me uncomfortable. And I don't have to be uncomfortable at all. No stress.
Justin says, 1 day away from my court verdict. It's been 9 days waiting for the decision.
Yeah, I figured by Friday.
Scary.
Well, it's for his disability stuff and all that.
Dre says, how does one get through to someone they want to help but gets ignored? Hi, Christopher.
Okay, we can't help people who don't want help. Hi, Christopher. We don't have the power to help anybody, period. Okay? I can listen to you, and if you're looking for advice, maybe, but I might not have the right answer. But I know for a fact that if you need to change, say Mama Mocha needs to change, it's going to be Mocha. I can't help her change. I can say, damn, Mocha, you was a bitch. You need to quit being a bitch. Okay, well, then it's totally up to Mocha to change her behavior. I wouldn't be able to. I mean, but I've learned that in time. I used to think I could fix people. I can't fix people. I can hug people, and I can love people. I can try to understand people, but I can't change anyone. It's up to them. And that's a hard thing to let go. to know that I can't help you. Talk to me about kids. You kind of.
Okay, let me rephrase. How do you tell the person you are crushing on that you are? Okay, but wait, Dre, I'm confused. That's two different topics.
Whoa, that is, whoa.
The first one says, how does one get through to someone they want to help but gets ignored? That has nothing to do with crushing on.
Okay.
That's two different things.
Right. I guess you sneak them a note.
I mean, from like what we talked about earlier, if someone says something that makes you uncomfortable, you have to state it. Well, same thing with later down the road. If you have feelings for someone, all they can say is that they don't have the feelings back, and yeah, that would hurt, but you got to put it out there first, or nothing's going to change. Because who knows, they could be crushing on you too, but you won't know until you put yourself out there.
Right.
Now, but I still think that's two different comments, because how does one get through
one
to someone they want to help but gets ignored? And it starts with that person. Like, you need to put yourself available.
Hopefully you don't want to be in a relationship to help someone, because then you're just
starting that point. I know I was trying to go around stating that point.
He was trying to avoid it. You were trying to get there without saying it. Well, that's not communication, Dre. Okay, you just got to say what you mean. I don't know. Drop her a note or something like that. I don't know, because, like, I'm the worst person. Like, all dating goes to Mocha. We talk to Mocha about all that.
Do y'all hang around each other? See, there's so many questions.
Advice from Mocha, right? The matchmaker. I don't get involved in that.
We are matchmakers. We're the ones that people come to us and date, and then they find their forever people.
I know they do, right? Okay, when they date me, right? Me and Mocha, we just foster them.
We just foster them.
We foster them, and then they find their forever homes and go away. We do a great job at making them great mates. We do. We turn them into the best people. And then they go off with somebody else. But that's good, because I like my house being clean, and I like sleeping in the bed by myself. My cats don't even sleep in my bed. I think that's because I must have woke up and, like, swatted them or something. And now they're like,
oh, she moves too much.
That's right. We're not going to bed with you. So I sleep alone. It's great.
Well, Dre, I think you should tell this person, especially if y'all are if you're not on a talking basis, you probably want to, like, start that friendship.
Work it up. Yeah. Like, right, we're talking to you, Dre. How much are you with this person?
And then if you are, like, on a friendship level, start that path. Like, because it all starts with you, and you can have 5 paths laid out in front of you. It's up to you to pick which one you want to walk down.
All right.
Now, we can definitely help you when you get down there if you have other, like, specific questions, but
I don't know. We're gonna go to Mocha for all the relationship things. I that's not my category. I hug people.
We haven't had a lot of relationships.
No, because I shut them down. I'm like, I'm serially single. Like, for years and years and years. Like, I can tell you how to be single. I can tell you how great it is. Okay, but as far as dating, sounds like trauma to me. And
I mean, there is a lot to risk with dating, so that's why
there is.
You need to with any relationship, if
y'all are Christopher's on it. If nobody hits my car, we're good.
So many wrecks that I've witnessed today.
I'm like, please don't hit my car. That's my job. Don't hit my car. What else
Christopher said, "Dre,
like
for yourself and everything. You need to be your authentic self, and that comes like if you're dating now, if you're starting a new friendship, a new job, a new anything, you need to have communication. Like with this year, with our evolving, we need to evolve our communication skills, not let them degrade. We need to let them decline.
Worse than they already have.
Right. Because we didn't even effectively communicate before COVID.
No, and now it's awful. It's awful. Remember eye contact. Remember to let them finish before you start.
Listening is a skill.
Listening is important. It's just as important as moving your mouth. It's more important than moving your mouth.
Last time we said it's more, like people watch. I love people watching. And I will see people have conversations, but it's more of this person's talking, and then this person waits, and then talks about something
else.
About them, about something else.
Right.
Not about one.
Right, you're not listening. Right, you're not listening to what they're saying. You're not participating in that other person's conversation. It's terrible. We're going to have so much work to do when we get done with all of this to come back together.
Well, that's why we have to start now. Like, we should have. I'm hoping before COVID, we take those skills that we as a group have learned and worked on, and then now this COVID will challenge those skills to help us be stronger and more ready for what's to come.
We can definitely handle all kinds of shit. Like, think about it. Kim, I'm going to put you in that room for the next 30 days. Okay. Already did it. The only thing you're going to eat is what is in the refrigerator, and you can't buy anything else. Okay, I already did it. Okay, well, you're only going to, guys, we have really been primed for whatever. Okay, we can handle whatever. Hell, the Rainbow, with the help of Lee and not, have learned to build fires. Like, no kidding. Dre and Lee pulled up to the last event and said, "Who started the fire?" And we're like, "We did. We did."
You think we're just hiking? No, we're doing survival instinct.
Right, we're learning shit, right? You think we're not? We are.
Before we fought a bear.
We did. We did. Okay, come on now. Come on now. We are it. We are it. The Rainbow. You got to come with the Rainbow. And we're putting this out here and leaving this out here for... We have to leave it on the table if somebody needs it. I'd hate to say that somebody needed us and we weren't there as a group. Okay, please know, we got a WebEx coming up on Monday if you're interested. I think we're doing a live at the end of the month on a Friday just for shits and giggles. We got our event coming up on the 20th. We just got notified for the June Black Pride, of which Princess Mocha will be on stage. We're going to need volunteers. Things are happening. Our live meetings are good. Maybe next time would be Anderson.
Dre cannot have the keys to any vehicle.
No vehicle at any event.
No.
As a matter of fact, somebody take Dre's key because Dre might end up going in an ambulance. Okay, just let you know. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. No more ambulances this time. No more ambulances, but we do need volunteers before June. If you're interested, let us know.
Rub cheese sticks together. You would think it would be that easy.
No, not that easy at all.
It'd be even more complicated.
Right. It would fuck up for us.
Now, we just talked about Pride. So imagine how awkward would be at Pride if we lose our ability to communicate. Imagine how awkward Pride would be.
And
Pride is so loving, so...
It is so communicative. Like, it's all we do. We talk, we look, we hang out, we hug, I can't wait till Pride again. I can't wait till Pride again. What did Tessa say?
Yes. Hey, everyone. Much love, peace, and chicken grease.
There's Tessa. Too funny. I saw that on the bumper sticker. Now, of course, somebody in the Rainbow had to turn it dirty, but whatever. I thought of you.
Joy says, "I'll volunteer, but I'm not going in an ambulance this time."
No, you're not.
Or keeping the keys. Correct.
Correct. Correct. You're cut off from the keys and no ambulances. If you're tired, you have to sit down. Now, see, at the Pride, if you go to a Pride event, they're fun, okay? And you rest when you rest and you eat when you're hungry and, you go back to your hotel or do whatever. When you work a Pride, it's something totally different. Like, there is no off button. There's an on button at like 6 o'clock in the morning and an off button at like 8 o'clock at night. Until then, you are sweaty, working, and stressed out. It is just so hard to work a Pride. But you have to know your limits and say, like last year got crazy. This year, we're going to break it down into 2-hour slots. So you're allowed to work for 2 hours, and then you go away. You go walk, or you sit down, or you do whatever. You that way... Nobody's going to die like they did last year.
Of a heat stroke.
It was so awful. It was so awful. It was so awful. And this first Pride is only 11 to 4. Okay, and there won't be a march. There will be us, but Mocha will be at the tent which will be great. Yep. So if you want to see a drag queen, like in person, and get your picture taken, come to the Rainbow tent, because we'll have
your limits and hydrate. Correct, Tessa.
Correct. There's Pride. Ooh,
yes,
hydrate, water. And they're like, "I'll get a soda." No, you need water. "I'll get a beer." No, you need water. We're telling you now, you need water. Lots of water. And our cool towels that we always bring, our frozen towels, that'll save you. It will save you. Put it between your bra.
When did I say it was?
June 23rd. No, June 25th.
Oh my God, it's gonna be so hot.
It's gonna be so hot.
It's already been. I mean, it's 81 degrees.
Well, whatever. It's gonna be 23.
And
whatever.
in July, it's gonna be 90, 100. Oh my God, we're gonna have so much.
It is. It's good, but you just got to be prepared for it. And those veterans of us, we know we're ready. We're ready to do whatever. We got our new tent. We got our new wheels. We're ready to roll in, like literally. We got the cooler with rollers. We got the tent with rollers. We got the cooler with the...
Christopher says the hiking was so much fun. Back a few weeks ago, missed you, Princess Mocha. I know, I missed y'all too. I was so upset I didn't.
And never has missed one in 10 years. Never. Not one. Not ever. She was sick as a dog. Terrible. Terrible.
Was not COVID. Thank goodness.
Right?
I was hydrated with a ton of water. I'm hooking up an IV into me for it this time.
No, you're not. No, you're not. We're just going to make sure you don't get overheated. And remember, last year was really hard. We were doing a lot. We were taking care of the Pride tent, taking care of our tent, taking care of Mocha, taking care of every other entertainer on the street. I mean, we were really, they thanked us. I mean, because the Rainbow really did a lot for Pride, the organization. We helped them a lot, and it was a lot. It was tough. It was tough on everybody. And some people had never worked at Pride before. Some of our volunteers had no idea what they were getting into, and they weren't prepared for it. Okay, you got to be prepared. It's tough. It's tough.
Oh, this year's going to be fun, though.
It'll be new.
We didn't get to have it last year.
We didn't get the big one last year.
We didn't get our normal fall pride.
Our fall pride, but we will this year, and you'll be on that stage too. So you get lots of chances.
So we can't lose our ability to communicate and our ability to have fun together. Because if you get used to being alone, you're not going to have fun out in public. You're going to want to go back.
Or, you know, it's going to cause anxiety because it's so loud and it's so much. Like I noticed when we went out that I got so tired, and I'm like, okay, I just got to go home. Because we got used to everything being calm instead of, like, people being around everywhere. It's just a lot to get used to. It's a lot. It was a lot to get used to going in, and now it's going to be a lot to use. And we're not totally coming out. Like, don't try to go sit in a McDonald's. That's not going to work for you.
When we're separated and divided, we're more vulnerable as a whole and individually.
That is true. That
so
is true.
Keep that in mind.
Right, and we got to stay together. There's a Pink Floyd song that said that. Divided we fall. Together we stand, divided we fall. There's that.
Yep.
There's that. Are we done?
All right. Well, I think we have
Don't forget to
everything.
use your condoms. I'm picking some up, or Mocha's going to pick it up now because I missed today. Pick up condoms from Piedmont Care if you guys need them, and lube and whatever. Let us know. We'll bring them to you, send them to you, do whatever. Don't forget to be tested.
I've never been to a Pride before. Hopefully I can come to it. Well,
yes.
Yes.
Yes, you got to. I would wait till fall.
I mean, there's a lot of y'all. Like, a lot of y'all haven't even been to a gay club yet. Like, especially these new generations the past few years.
I know, right?
Haven't even been able to go to
y'all
a gay
don't
club.
even know because they're all shut down. Oh, my God.
Little COVID babies.
We need big clubs again. What we need is the gay community to open a club. We're waiting on who to do it. I don't know. I don't have $400,000, so I can't do it. But you know, if anybody has $400,000, we got an idea for you. We need a big, gigantic club.
We have lots of ideas.
Right. We have got great ideas. All right. I guess we're gonna say goodnight to you guys. Make sure to get tested.
On Monday. WebEx.
WebEx on Monday. Send me to rsgsc@gmail.com.
We'll even put it up here for a minute.
Yep, let us know because I have to send you an invite. Now, I've already sent some out. It should be in your email. If you have not received it or you would like an invite to the private WebEx meeting on Monday, send an email to the rsgsc@gmail.com, and I'll add it to the list and send you an invite. But we're just giving everybody an opportunity that can't come to a meeting, you know, here in person, that we can give you an in-person meeting on there.
Hi, Amanda.
Amanda, I missed you hiking.
I'm late, but I made it. Hey.
Hi, I missed you. I missed you hiking a lot, and I did really good, Amanda. You'd be proud of me. I did good. The kids would have
loved
bowling,
it. Amanda.
Yeah, we're going bowling on the 20th. Check the website, www.rainbowsupportgroupbessie.org. Go and check it out under events. It tells you what we're doing. It'll be approximately $9 a person. That pays for 2 games and your shoes.
And they'll have food and stuff there too,
that you can get and you can buy and stuff. We always have a really great time. It's so fun.
We haven't been in so long. So.
It's going to be obnoxiously fun.
Yep.
It'll be obnoxiously fun. So that's the 20th.
Lee, glad you made it home. You just now made it home?
Wow,
Ooh.
It took that long to get home?
We did a whole lot, but you just now made it home?
Wow, that was a long way. Well, we traveled this time. Hi, Brandon. By the way, I keep seeing all my sons drive in front of me. All of a sudden, there's another one. I'm like, thinking of you, Brandon. Thinking of you, Brandon.
Christopher says, what time on the 20th?
For bowling? It's on the website. I think I said 3 to 6 or something like that. Check out the website. It's on there.
It's very rainy. Yes, Lee.
Yes, we're watching.
We're glad you drove careful.
Yeah.
You didn't do like Kim did and did a whole lot while driving.
No, I had to that day. I had to. I know. The rules don't apply to me. We keep going over this. I know there's rules and they apply to all of you, not me. Okay, because I have to go against the rules. It's the way it has to be. I know, it doesn't make sense. The shrink was saying stuff to our group at one point, and they're like, you have to do this. And everybody's like, yeah, Kim. And I said, no, that doesn't apply to me. That only applies to y'all. Okay, yes, you guys can quit. You guys can sit down. You guys can be too stressed out. I'm not allowed to do that. Okay, I can't do that. I have to keep going. So just carry on. I'll be fine. Yes, we will. We love and miss you, too. Look, isn't this great? We're all a family, and we're so far away. That's why we're going to do the WebEx on Monday, because of those of you that couldn't be at the live today. Because you deserve some confidentiality as well, to where you can talk, not here to where we're just talking to everybody. You can actually talk about things that are personal and private, because they're safe.
And this, see how y'all are commenting? Y'all are saying it so much differently than we're interpreting it.
Right. So it'll be
in
easier.
person, we can actually hear your inflation. We can hear. Right. We can even see your body language.
Body language is 60 to 80% of any conversation is body language. So it's very important that we see that, because somebody might say, "Yeah, I'm fine," but you can see that they're not fine. You're like, "No, you're not." So yeah, pay attention to people's body language, and y'all do good. Chin up, shoulders back, do the best you can. Remember, everybody's going through depression. Everybody's having a tough time. Don't think you're a failure. Just know. And what did Jennifer say? Do the next thing. That's it. That's all you got to do. Do the next thing. What's the next thing? Okay, that's it. Not the big, gigantic bubble.
That reminds me of a TV show. It was an issue of, the 2 kids were in school, and somehow this one girl's picture, and it was a scandalous picture, got sent out by a hacker to the whole school.
Oh,
you know how traumatic that could be.
Right.
And while everybody is pointing and laughing at this girl, her best friend beside her did not really stand up for her in that moment. And so the friend that did not stand up went back home. She was talking to her uncle. She felt so bad. She's a horrible person. She wanted to end it all. And the uncle's like, okay, yes, you did not stand up for her in that moment, but what matters is what you do next.
Right.
And that struck a big thing for anything from on a minimal basis to a large scale.
Right.
Okay, so the past is in the past. It's what you do next that matters.
Right. Right, and just the next step. Sometimes the hardest step to take is the next step.
Hey, Travis.
But just take a step.
Hey, Jennifer.
Hi, Travis. Yeah, and
Jennifer.
We need to plan a dinner date with your friend.
Kim's tired. We're all tired.
I'm so tired. I can't even explain to you why I'm so tired. It has been 2 days of just exhaustion from nowhere. I wake up tired. I'm just tired. Yes, you have to do that. You have to do that.
Anna,
Hey, thank you. Oh, my God.
Yeah, Anna.
God, don't tell her I said that either. Holy shit. I know who you are. I'm just so freaking tired.
Nope.
Absolutely.
But yes, I'm glad we went a few minutes over. We wouldn't have been able to see Jennifer or Travis.
That's right.
And Amanda just got in.
Look,
so
and everybody came. It was nice to see everybody.
Send an email to that link.
To the rsgsc@gmail.com for Monday, WebEx. Private meeting, just whoever comes, and it's just going to be us.
Yep.
All right. I love you guys.
Bye.
Peace out.
Oh, maybe.